Hi, good evening. This is Scott at Scott Trades on Twitter with StockMarketMentor.com and your chart of the day. I want to take a look at two charts because, as you know, the market has been choppy. And when the market's choppy, I don't do much trading. But what I do is search for stocks that are outperforming, stocks that have great relative strength. Now, if you're not sure what relative strength is, my boss, your friend and mentor, Dan Fitzpatrick, actually did a live webinar last week strictly about relative strength and looking for stocks that are outperforming the indexes. Now, this is really important, especially when things are kind of messy like they are right now. You can see here on the triple Qs, it's just been a nightmare scenario. This has been a mess. And so what I like to do is really focus on those stocks that have good relative strength, stocks that are outperforming and holding up better than the general market. And I have two for you tonight, one of which is Applied Materials. This is ticker AMAT. Now, while the QQQ is all over the place, Applied Materials, if I zoom out, is near its highs and holding in trend right above all its major moving averages. If I bring in a chart from MarketSmith, I'll show you what I mean. So here on a MarketSmith chart, MarketSmith does a great job of showing stocks that have relative strength. They have their RS rating. Now, I'm not promoting MarketSmith. I don't work for MarketSmith. I pay the same amount that you pay. But what I like is the fact that this has a high RS rating. And you can see this RS line is in a well-defined uptrend. Also, over here, you can see how it has an EPS rating of 94. That's pretty high. The group strength rating is an A. The SMR is an A, the accumulation distribution is an A, the composite rating is an A. Look at these earnings and sales. It's got all the right material. So this stock is one that I think is worth keeping an eye on. In fact, full disclosure, I have a small position in Applied Materials right now. I ended up buying some here on this day and added on this day. And the last 2 days, I've just been kind of watching and waiting to see if it's able to hold up while the market kind of figures out which direction it wants to go. So this is why I like it, because it's close to the highs and I want to see this continue higher. So if I were you and I didn't have a position in AMAT, I'd probably want to have an alert on this stock right around 129. You want to see a move through 129 and a close above that level on higher than average volume. Another stock to take a look at that has good relative strength is ICHR Holdings. This is another semiconductor stock that is right close to the highs. In fact, the pattern looks pretty similar to AMAT, doesn't it? We have a nice, well-defined uptrend above all the major moving averages, a little pullback bounce off of that daily 8 exponential period moving average today. And again, I think you'll want to see this make a new high for potentially an entry, maybe around 52.50. So I'm going to set an alert on that. I don't have a position in this stock yet, but again, it's one that I'm watching because it's relative strength. Let's look it up on MarketSmith. ICHR, same kind of thing, a rising relative strength line. Their proprietary RS rating is at a 91. Let's go over here, all the important things. EPS, 93, group rating, A, SMR, A, accumulation distribution, A. It's got all the right stuff, good earnings and sales. Again, this is a stock, in my opinion, that you want to keep an eye on, because if the market does decide to figure out which direction it's going, and that direction is up, I think you're going to see some big moves come in both AMAT and ICHR. So keep these two stocks on your watch list, set some alerts, and we'll see how it plays out. I hope this video was helpful. Give me a follow on Twitter if you don't already, at Scott Trades. And if you want to find out more about relative strength and see the live webinar that we did for members last week about relative strength, be sure and take a 30-day trial at StockMarketMentor.com. We'll catch you next time.